missing one famous Batman director here, and that's the exact one that the studio wants to bring out a little bit more life, a little bit more color, a little bit more pizzazz. So it's Joel Schumacher time,
Oh,
and he's coming in to make sure your project is a smashing success.
We're creating the ultimate Batman movie by taking different aspects of different Batman movies. Welcome to another episode of Talk Talk Punch. Thank you so much to both our audio podcast and our YouTube viewers for joining us. I am Brody, joined by Tudong Dylan
yeah.
and the Bob of these Joker thugs, Charlie Hickman.
Oh, unexpected, but I appreciate it.
Nice.
If you haven't already, we'd love it if you liked and subscribed and hit that notification bell so that way you can come back here every Wednesday to hang out with us and have some fun, just like this episode is going to be, because this one, folks, is going to be a fun one. If you've seen our drafts before, you know we have a lot of fun with these. And Charlie has put together a real good one for tonight. Charlie, what are we doing tonight?
I appreciate the build up here. This is like a Brody, like from straight from Brody's heart and soul. So I really hope it delivers everything that you're expecting. You boys are now familiar at this point with how these drafts work, and we got the spinning wheel with studio interference kind of mucking up some of the
Yeah.
best laid plans. I will say for this particular draft, just so there's no confusion, the characters or the actors who portray the roles that we're going to be talking about here are the exact frozen in time age they were when the movie was made.
Okay.
So, for
Nice.
instance, if you pick someone like if we were doing a James Bond draft and it was Sean Connery, it wouldn't be Sean Connery now, it'd be Sean Connery at the exact age he was when he was James Bond.
Thankfully.
So, you're not and I mean, there's
Yeah.
people on our, quite frankly, who are going to be in this draft who are no longer with us. May they rest in peace. But obviously, here we are on Earth 3 as we build this draft. And in Earth 3, everyone is the exact same age they were and alive and well when these
Nice.
movies were made the first time. So,
Well, and I
we're-
originally thought of this when I was showing my kids The Batman. And many times throughout that movie, I was like, man, this movie does some things really well. Like this movie does some things better than any Batman movie. But then
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
that I like from other Batman movies. So I sent Charlie and Dylan a text and I said, what if we did a draft where you could just pick from the different of the Batman movies to make your ultimate Batman movie? So that's where this came from.
all
Yeah.
right. Well, let's spin that wheel, Brody. Let's see who gets to pick first and the most important category.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I fixed it on the other one, but not on this one. Let me fix that.
Look at those faces. Spin it, Brody. Spin it.
All right, here we
I
go.
think we all know who it's gonna land on, though. That's a Brody. This is a Brody cheat day if ever there was one.
Yeah, it is. Oh, what is this, Charlie?
Oh, shenanigans,
Come on.
shenanigans.
Come on. That's
Oh,
okay.
excellent.
That's okay. Charlie, you can go
All
first on
right.
this one.
Well, first up, as we're building a Batman movie, you cannot build a Batman movie without a Batman. So we need to go through our list here. We even got pictures this time. We got full slideshow of all this stuff. So if you're not familiar with some of these actors or just don't remember, we got you hooked up here. So, but for our audio listeners, our 5 Batman options here are Christian Bale. You want to go to the slideshow, bro? We get Christian Bale, Michael Keaton. Look at all those handsome Batmen over there. Ben
Yeah.
Affleck,
Wow.
Robert Pattinson, and Val Kilmer. Now, this is specifically just for Batman because at the request of one bearded man who gave me some studio notes of his own when I told him about some of the categories for the draft, we will be having a separate Bruce Wayne draft. So keep that in mind. This is
Mm.
just for the man underneath the cape.
Yeah.
So we're really getting down to the micro nitty gritty.
Yeah, we are.
So I got first choice here, first pick. This is actually one that is a little bit hard for me. I was not anticipating going first. I was certain that Brody would steal that. Um, the man under the mask. I look, Val didn't get much of a fair shot. I like Pattinson. I think he was good. I know Dylan's hoping I don't pick Affleck. But I gotta go. I gotta go with my heart here because I don't know if I'm gonna get this opportunity with my Bruce. So I'm gonna take Michael Keaton, a young Michael Keaton
Okay.
to lead my Batman franchise. He was the first of the modern Batman, and he shall be mine.
All right. So then I get to go next. I I am actually, because we're just looking at Batman. I'm gonna go Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable.
Why is it unbelievable?
That's
I
like my
thought
best friend right there.
I thought he was a good Batman.
He was an excellent Batman.
Oh, you
Unbelievable
mean
and
unbelievable
for
because you
shame.
wanted him.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's a perfect way of putting it. I absolutely wanted him. Unbelievable. I'll go Christian Bale.
Can't go wrong. Well,
Can't
actually,
go
you
wrong
can,
with the
and
voice.
we're gonna spin the wheel of what could go wrong.
Oh
Because
boy.
the studio is interfering with one of our choices. They were not happy with one of the picks.
Oh
Let's see
gosh.
who's getting replaced.
Come on, hand it over. I know I'm going to get Ben Affleck. Come
I
on, let's
really
just do
don't.
it.
This more than anything, I really don't want this to land on me because I
Come
know
on,
that
let's
it's going
have
to
it.
be
I
something like
know
you
it's
have to
happening.
have George
I'm
Clooney.
going to get Snyder.
Ah!
Okay,
Whoa.
okay. All right. So we're gonna have
Wow.
a few of these tonight. So I've compiled a list. Thanks. I mean, like there's lists all over the internet, but credit here to Screen Rant for 15 actors or 12 actors who are almost Batman. So
Okay.
I need you guys to pick a number for me, 1 through 12, and I'm gonna get in because we are on a different timeline. I will be getting a different Batman from a different timeline.
Ooh.
Oh.
What do you think, Tudong? Should we go number 1 or should we go number 12?
Oh, wow.
Let's
That's
go
a good
extreme.
question. Okay. Hey, let's go big then. We're going extreme. Got to go high. Got to go 12.
So 12? All right, Charlie, 12.
You
I
guys are the
love that
worst. All
face.
right,
I
12.
love that face.
No, you guys are the absolute worst. All right, so this list will come back again before the day is through, so I won't reveal any of the other choices. But you have selected for me Bill Murray. When Tim Burton cast Michael Keaton as Batman, he was criticized for choosing a traditionally comedic actor to play the Dark Knight, but the part was almost played by an even more comedically driven performer, according to Cinema Blend, a decade before Burton took the helm and reimagined the Bat mythos. The studio, Ivan Reitman, had a Batman movie that he wanted to do with
Hmm.
Bill Murray playing the lead, and now
Interesting.
a young Bill Murray will be playing the
Yeah.
lead in my Batman movie. What could go wrong? Thanks, guys.
Oh, I
Appreciate
love
it.
it. I love it.
Is that better than number one?
Well, I cannot say. Let's get to the next category here.
All right.
You took Michael Keaton from me. I'm very mad, but that's okay. It's okay.
Bro, do you go first?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brody goes
so
first
I
this
go
time. And now
first for
remember,
my
this is your Bruce
Bruce.
Wayne. So we have our, and you go put the slide up here. We got Christian Bale again, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck, a new addition, George Clooney, because according to Brody, the worst Bruce Wayne was Robert Pattinson. So Val Kilmer makes a list, Clooney makes a list, but Pattinson nowhere to be found because Brody said no good,
Bro, he
no
wasn't
good.
a bad Bruce Wayne. He just was figuring out. He hadn't figured out the two personas yet. He was
He
just specifically Batman. He hadn't figured it out.
he wasn't Bruce Wayne yet. How about that?
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's what I was just saying.
Yeah.
He hasn't figured it out yet. But I mean, it's not like his fault. Like that was a conscious choice.
No, I know.
Bad Bruce Wayne, for shame.
The worst
Also, if
Bruce
you
Wayne.
look
For
closely,
shame.
The best
I could
Batman
not
and the
find
worst
a.
Bruce Wayne. Figure that out. All right.
Uh,
I get to
if you
go
look closely,
first.
I couldn't find a PNG file of Michael Keaton in the tux, so it's like a doll.
It's the doll.
If
Nice.
you look close, pretty good.
All right. Well, since I get
And
to
he is
go
a doll.
first, I am picking what I think was the best Bruce Wayne. I'm going to go Christian Bale. I thought Christian Bale was a
Oh,
great Bruce Wayne. Him coming in with the models, him, diving in the fish tanks. I thought he was a
Yeah,
great
yeah,
Bruce
that
Wayne.
was really funny.
interesting. All right, well, we got Bale on there for now. What about you, Dill?
You know what? I'm gonna go George Clooney. Give me a little bit of the bobblehead over here.
He needs some
What?
redemption.
He does.
What? What's
bad
happening
script.
here? Really?
What? Yeah. What do you think?
All right.
I can't choose Christian Bale. You already chose him.
Well, I don't know
I
if
was
fate's
thinking.
gonna take him from me again, but I'm getting Michael Keaton in my movie because who better to play off a comedic Batman? I love it. Bill Murray's only when he's in the full Batman costume too. It's gonna be an absolute. At least he's tall and he could be imposing in a. I lined up at the third hole.
I was just thinking, is that character too? I was thinking of him as that character too.
Gonna fish out this groundhog with my batarang.
That's exactly the character of Batman I thought.
Oh
it was
my goodness! What a disaster!
At least,
All
at
right,
least I know the little cold intro clip that I can play is Charlie doing that.
All right, so all right, spin the wheel. Let's see who gets their Bruce Wayne taken away from him.
Oh gosh, it's
Wheel
gonna
of
be Dylan.
Fate.
It's gonna be Dylan.
I'm okay with
Calling
it.
it
I'm
now.
It's gonna be me again. I'm destined to have no Keaton in my movie.
Oh, I called it.
All right, Dylan, pick a number 1 through 11.
2.
What? No, I was gonna say
2.
1.
Well, you don't get
No,
to
go
pick for
2.
Dylan. He gets to pick for himself.
I
Number
know.
2, and Brody, you should like this. Number 2, Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill.
What?
The
He gets
cavalry.
Henry Cavill as his Bruce?
Well, hey, it's a painful, painful switch, bro, when studio interference gets to you.
So, a few years ahead, before Zack Snyder cast him as Superman, he actually auditioned for the Christopher Nolan Batman, as history would tell us. Didn't go so
Yeah.
well.
He's gonna have
He said,
to
"I bet
lean
that-
out a little bit, bro.
Christopher Nolan said, famously, "I bet you can't play a gritty Superman." And he said, "Watch me," and the history was made.
I'm gonna say, since you're just Bruce Wayne, you're gonna have to gain some weight. That's what you're gonna have to do. My Bruce Wayne has got a bit of a paunch belly.
It's gonna be great. But
I want him to actually maybe a little lower class British. Right. I'm Bruce Wayne right over here. I might have a pint. That's my Bruce Wayne. Perfect.
Bale's gonna
No?
need to bulk up,
Okay.
or Cavill's gonna need to slim down. Something's gonna give here. It's gonna be quite a look when he takes off the costume and he's all like
Suddenly
jacked
he's a lot
beyond
bigger. Yeah, he's a lot bigger than Batman.
Twice as
suddenly.
big as he was.
Pick
Oh
a
my
director.
goodness.
Oh, nice. Oh, do I get to
All
go
right.
first? I gotta go
Yeah.
Zack Snyder.
All right. Well, we're into the director category, and we even got pictures of these wacky directors. So we get your choice here of Christopher Nolan, Tim Burton, Matt Reeves, Zack Snyder, and I know not a Batman movie, but Todd Phillips. We are going to be stealing a little bit from the Joker film. So
Okay.
Todd Phillips makes an appearance here in our director options.
I saw this slide earlier on as I was kind of formatting things, and I was like, "Who is that?" I had no idea who he was.
That's, in honor of Dylan, it does look like Zack Snyder's about to be slapped by 2 different people. So, also from this angle, Christopher Nolan looks a little bit like Robert Wool.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan, who's your choice here?
Wow. I'm really thinking about Zack Snyder. I really am.
No, you're
gonna-
building the best. You're building your ideal Batman film, dude.
I'm gonna go Todd Phillips. Let's go a little bit. Let's go a little bit off the cuff here.
That is off the cuff. Interesting.
Yeah, that's not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting? I was gonna go Christopher Nolan, which is
Either
makes a lot of
Nolan
sense.
or
Lots of
Reeves.
sense. Yeah, I know.
Pretty much anybody other than Snyder.
I really was about to pick Snyder. That's why I didn't even realize that Todd Phillips was on there. I didn't even look. I was like, I'm going Snyder. Who cares?
Okay.
It doesn't matter
Okay.
at this point. But now Todd Phillips, that seems really. And you
So-
you gave me some inspiration, bro, in your speech.
I feel like there's no way I can leave Christopher Nolan for Brody because he doesn't get to have Christopher Nolan just by the sheer default of going last. But also, if I was forced to cast Bill Murray and Michael Keaton as my Batman and Bruce Wayne, do I want Christopher Nolan at the helm to bring out the serious tone of that pair, or do I want Tim Burton just to make it real weird and just say, "Look,
Or
Timmy,
yeah.
we're doing this up. We are leaning in, and we are going on a ride. Whatever wackiness you can imagine, that's what we're gonna do. And I think that is what I am gonna do. And I hate it. This is not the
uh,
direction I wanted to go. But Brody, go ahead, take your boy.
you didn't want to go Zack Snyder. Somebody's got to pick Zack Snyder. He's gonna be
Well,
left
if I
out.
had a different set of actors, sure, but I don't know. Tim Burton's the only one who can handle Bill Murray. I don't think Christopher Nolan could put up with Bill Murray.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yes, I am taking Christopher Nolan. I'm taking him. Him and Jonathan Nolan are going to write it together.
You're the only one who hasn't had studio interference, bro.
David Goyer is going to be nowhere near it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see
Oh
about
no! Don't add David Goyer.
Oh.
Studio.
Studio's about to interfere.
They're like, we like Zack Snyder, bro. We can't.
Oh, it's going to be like the
Zack
writer.
Snyder.
Oh, this is going to be the writer. Shoot! 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 Shoot!
I'm
shoot!
so sorry, bro, but that's okay because it's not as bad as you think. It has nothing to do with any of the problems that that might have plagued some of the Batman movies you're thinking of. We're missing one famous Batman director here, and that's the exact one that the studio wants to bring out a little bit more life, a little bit more color, a little bit more pizzazz. So it's Joel Schumacher time,
Oh.
and he's coming in to make sure your project is a smashing success.
As soon as he said pizzazz, I was like, yep, that's the one. It's beautiful, bro. I love it.
Charlie, I'm supposed to be building my ideal Batman movie, and you just gave me the worst thing. I'll take Zack Snyder over Joel Schumacher.
Oh, hey,
Come
he didn't have a lot of
on.
time.
This
bro.
is-
He didn't have any time
This
to make his
is
movies.
Joel
the
Schumacher
worst
gets a
thing.
bad rap, but he's directed
really
some
does.
good movies.
this is the worst thing that could have happened to my Batman movie.
No, Zack Snyder's obviously the worst thing that's ever happened to Batman.
Brody, didn't you like
No.
The Lost Boys? The Lost
Yeah,
Boys,
Lost
good
Boys
movie.
is really good.
St. Elmo's Fire, good movie. Flatliners, reasonable
Flatliners.
movie.
Yeah.
Certainly a far cry from the Batman and Robin pizzazz.
All right, we're just gonna do this. All right, thanks, folks.
Unbelievable. If I can have Zack Snyder, you can have Joel Schumacher, bro. Everybody knows that.
All right, at the end, maybe I'll give you a chance to pivot, Brody. Maybe we'll go easy on you at the end. All right. Hey, this will help cleanse your palate. Now we get to pick a bat suit, and I assure you, you will not get the studio interference this time. I promise. So I have no control over that. But our bat suits, and we can get some photos up here. These are just iconic bat suits from the various movies. Surprisingly hard to find PNG files for, so we get a little bit of extra background just for the people. But we got obviously the bat suit from Batman '89. We got these are all, by the way, based on the Tok Tok Punch bat suit rankings, which you can watch that video on YouTube, linked below. You're welcome, Brody. We got the Batman, Begin suit, the Dark Knight suit. We got Matt Reeves, the Batman, and then of course our BVS. So is it me? I'm up first.
I think Charlie, you go first. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I am in a weird movie with Tim Burton, with Michael Keaton, and Bill Murray. So I gotta go. I'm leaning all the way in. I'm going '89. Give me the iconic Keaton suit because Bill Murray would look great in that. I just don't. Some of the other ones are great, but they're so armored. They look very modern. I think I'm going to be going for something with a little bit more of that throwback feel and look, because that's I don't know. I can't picture Bill Murray in like some of these armored suits. It's not doing it for me. But I can picture him saying, "Hello, I'm Batman on Horror 4."
All right.
Brody,
Well,
what suit you picking?
I am going with my favorite bat suit, and that is from The Batman. And I think that Pattinson, I know, looks great in it. I think Bale would look great in it. And I think it would be really hard for Schumacher to put nipples on that suit. So
that'd be impossible. That'd be impossible. I'm going to go with the worst movie on here, and that's Batman v Superman. I want to see Christian Bale in a different suit. Let's see him wearing a blue and gray suit
Not
instead
a
of somebody
bad
who looks like
suit
they're having
though.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
a bad suit at all. The person underneath it looked like he was having a stroke because for some reason Batman decides to smile and he's like, I forgot how to smile. I don't know it.
I
Terrible.
think Cavill would look great. Although Cavill is just your Cavill doesn't
Cavill's your
deliver.
Wayne.
He's just the Bruce Wayne. That's all. I want to see Christian Bale in this one. Something different. Something different, as I say.
Cavill would make such a funny Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
Like
he
everyone
really
would just
would.
assume he was Batman for sure. They'll be like that guy's definitely a superhero. He's like walking
He's
around like, no, no,
slimming
no, no.
down. He is slimming down. My Batman is from like the Machinist. He's a skinny
I
Batman.
don't fight crime. I bench press 400 pounds, but I don't fight crime. That's not me.
All right, is there studio interference on this one?
There
Charlie?
is studio interference for this. I apologize. Not everything has studio interference, but these first few do. Just to.
We got to get the
I
Batman.
can't make it too easy
66.
on
Gotta
you.
be Dylan.
Here comes Brody.
Not me. Not me. Anybody but me, please. Yes, not me. Ah, it's Charlie.
No.
Tell me it's a Batman 66 costume.
Oh my
it's not.
gosh.
It's the nipple suit. It's the nipple
the
suit.
nipples. Wait, which
Ooh.
one? Is it
Just the
Val
traditional
Kilmer's?
Batman and Robin nipple suit.
oh, the Batman and Robin one?
Oof.
Oh.
Which was not even that was not even ranked last in our Batman Batsuit rankings.
We
Brody
tried to
had
get it.
Batsuits that he hated more. Dylan and I argued to put the nipples at the bottom, but Brody likes the nips, and so now I'm stuck with nipple suit. So
Blast.
nipple
What
suit.
made it on the bottom? Didn't the ice suit make it at the bottom?
Yeah.
The ice suit is the worst suit.
I think there was one that was worse. Yeah, there's got to be one.
Well,
That was
I didn't
worse.
give myself the ice suit. I gave myself nipples. So now Bill Murray.
Oh gosh.
We got Bill Murray. We got nipples. We got Tim Burton. What could go wrong?
Beautiful.
Charlie, you should have gotten the studio interference on the director because really, like, you're making a Joel Schumacher movie right now.
But I don't want to make a Schumacher. I want to make a Schumacher movie with Tim Burton as my director. That's what I'm going for here.
That's beautiful.
All right,
Hey,
pick
Bro,
your
you're going
Batmobile.
first.
Pick your Batmobile.
You get to go first, bro.
Yep, I sure do. Okay.
All right. We got our Batman 89. We got our Batman Forever. We got the Batman. We got the Tumbler from the Batman Begins, and we got our Batman vs Superman Batmobile. Again, based on the top of our Batmobile rankings from an earlier episode.
That that Batman Forever one is absolutely horrible. It is so bad. I'm gonna go again with my favorite. It's the Batman. And it seems like I'm just pulling everything from the Batman. I swear it's not even my favorite Batman movie, but man, when that movie did something well, it did something really well. And the aesthetics of that movie I thought were so good. The Batmobile, the Batsuit, so good. So I'm taking the Batmobile.
All right, Dill, what's it gonna be?
I gotta go with my favorite, and that's Batman '89. I mean, I want to see Christian Bale step out with a Batman v Superman suit from the Batman '89 Batmobile. That would be great. I love it.
What is Charlie gonna take?
He's gonna take Batman Forever.
No, you should take the
Terrible
Snyderverse
Batmobile.
one. Put Bill Murray in the Snyderverse.
Put the picture. Put the pictures back up because I'm trying to imagine Bill Murray getting out of each of these with his nipple suit.
Or the Tumbler. The Tumbler would be really fun.
I'm actually leaning towards the Tumbler because it's just so against the aesthetic of everything else. The obvious choice here is the fins on the Batman Forever mobile with the lighting up on the side here.
I'm
going Tumbler because I don't want it to be too campy. So we give and he can tumble around and then get out and be like, well, I was quite a ride.
Of all the characters, I knew it would be that one. I don't know how. I knew it. I love the fact that it's that character.
No studio interference. On to the Alfreds. All right, so here we get to pick our Alfred. 5 Alfreds from 5 different movies. Not all Batman movies. Douglas Hodge was the Alfred in the Joker film. but
Oh
still
yeah.
still an Alfred nonetheless. So we got and we got pictures for these two. We got Jeremy Irons, we got Michael Goff or Go. I probably should have looked up how
Thanks,
to pronounce
Goff.
that, but I did not. Goff. All right, yeah, let's go with Goff. Um, we got Michael Caine, the aforementioned Douglas Hodge, Mr. Jeremy Irons, and Andy Serkis. Uh,
Oh, I know who I want. Who goes first on this one? Is this still
Dylan
Dylan?
gets to go first. This is a
I'm
Dylan
going
category.
last. Oh, dude.
You're going last.
I know exactly who you want, bro, but I don't really care. I know who I want, and I want to see. I love the chemistry between Christian Bale and Michael Caine. Come on,
Michael
the
Caine.
Batman. I love
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Michael Caine.
That's
The
too bad.
Batman.
I was kind of hoping to get Kane because I think the juxtaposition of Bill Murray and Michael Caine would have been delightful. He's mess away. I guess he would have been more interacting with Michael
Cavill,
Keaton.
or no, Michael Keaton. Yeah, that's why you
But
gotta go Goff.
I'm gonna go
Charlie,
with Jeremy
Charlie,
Irons.
no, Charlie, you
Yep,
need to
I knew
go
that's.
Douglas Hodge because Douglas Hodge is probably actually younger than Bill Murray.
You know what,
Even
bro?
back then.
I'm feeling bad about your director. So I was on the fence between Irons and I'm gonna go with Circus, who maybe a little underused, you could argue, but he is a fantastic actor with an
Yeah,
amazing range, and he can do comedy and he can do action, and he is a very talented man. So I will happily take him, and whoever you want, bro. It's all yours.
Oh, good, because I want Jeremy Irons. I will tell you, Jeremy Irons is my favorite Alfred out of any other Alfred. Give me
why?
Jeremy Irons when he's just like controlling the bat plane, drinking his scotch or bourbon or whatever he's drinking, just like tearing things up, giving Bruce attitude because he can. I love Jeremy Irons as Alfred. Oh, he's like this grumpy Alfred who is so capable. He's wonderful.
Nice.
All right, no interference here. So everyone gets their Alfreds,
Yes.
but those good feelings aren't going to last. So now it's time to pick your Joker. The studio demands
Oh
the
my
Joker.
goodness.
We can't have a Batman franchise without a Joker, and
Oh.
they all do. And well, some more directly connected than others, but we got Jack Nicholson from the '89 Batman. We've got old
Yeah.
Heath Ledger from The Dark Knight. We got Joaquin Phoenix. That's a great little point. From from the Joker film. We've got Jared Leto, of course, from the Suicide Squad, and with a cameo from Ben Affleck in that universe. And I could not find a clear picture of Barry. I actually I learned how to pronounce his name, Keown, not Keoghan or something. It's a little Irish, but I could not find a clear picture of him in the Joker makeup from the Batman movie. So there he is in cartoon form. Um, but I assure you, he's a real man.
I believe you. I remember him in the movie.
Okay, yeah. All right. So there's our 5 options. Dylan, I believe you get to go. No, I get to go
No,
first,
no,
right?
Yeah,
Charlie
you're
gets to go
first. You're
first.
first. Charlie's first. Yeah.
Oh man, this is great. This is great. So what will make the people want to come to the theater here to see which of these Jokers represents the best kind of villain to my Bill Murray Batman? Now, you could argue a lot of different directions, but I got to go Ledger.
Oh,
I think people would consider him to be the best Batman or best Joker, excuse me. And so I need that kind of gravitas to help
wow.
sell this
Yeah.
picture
Wow.
because I don't want to lean into the campy. Look, I gave you Jeremy Irons. You're welcome.
You
You're
did.
not
No,
getting Ledger
thank you.
too.
Thank you. No, that's
Take
fine.
Jared Leto.
This is tough. I will also say that while I love the stuff from the Batman, that Barry Keown Joker was a huge miss for me. I hated it. Hated it.
Yeah.
He would be at the bottom of my list. I would take Jared
The
Leto.
bottom.
I
Oh,
would take
gross.
Jared
Oh,
Leto
You
you
would
over.
heard
take
him. He just said he's
wow.
taking Jared Leto. All right, he's
Wow.
taking Jared.
That might
So
be the
That
meanest thing you've ever said about anyone on this podcast.
true. It's also
um,
not true, bro. Jared Leto's much worse.
uh, maybe I gotta see my list here. Hold on. Schumacher. I got Pattinson and Bale. Oh, jeez. Let's go. Let's go. Joaquin Phoenix.
I, I,
I think that would be interesting. I mean, while I said I would rather take Leto over Barry, it doesn't mean I want Leto. So
I'm shocked that you have spurned the name of Jack Nicholson so deeply, huh?
I just
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
hate
just
your
don't
boy
think
Jack,
I'm
huh?
I'm looking at my list. I don't think Nicholson's Joker would fit in this movie that I'm building.
But
but he will
can you
fit in mine.
imagine being in a room where Joel Schumacher is telling Jack Nicholson he wants it brighter and bigger, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Joel. This is so he kind of slipped into a little bit of a Reagan there for a second, but I don't know what you're talking about there, Joel, but I won't be doing that.
Well, and if
Um,
I'm going with like the darker side of Schumacher, if it's something like a falling down, right? Then I
yeah,
think a
Ooh,
Phoenix, he could do
he's
a
got it in
Phoenix.
there. All right, I like.
He
It's nice
does.
hearing
He
you come
does.
around on Joel. All right, who are you taking, Dill?
I'm taking Nicholson. Christian Bale versus Nicholson. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Okay, but this might be a little disappointed before we scatter on here. We will be spinning the wheel of fate.
Oh,
Spin the wheel of fate.
who's getting Cesar Romero? Let's see.
Oh, it's still better than Leto.
Oh, Charlie again.
Whoa.
Charlie, my goodness, man.
Poor Heath Ledger. All right, well,
Oh,
sorry,
you
Heath.
lost Ledger. Oh, Charlie, no, no,
There goes
Charlie,
all the
That's so
credibility of my
no,
sucks.
film.
no.
Now, good news. I'm not. I don't have Cesar Romero. What I have is a list of actors who were almost cast as the Joker. So again, I have numbers 1 through 12, and again, I need you two to come to some kind of consensus as to which number I should pick.
Well, now we have to go
Luckily
one,
for
bro.
me, Bill
Should we
Murray
go
cannot
one?
be on the list twice. So,
We went 12 before. Now we got to go one.
Number one. Number one.
all right, number 1. Well, this will be an interesting choice. Not as dramatic as the last time I got the wheel, but we get ourselves a little bit of DiCaprio here.
Hey.
Okay.
All right. Yeah,
Interesting.
there we go.
Interesting.
People still watch that. That's respectable.
He's got some gravitas. He's got some crazy hair. Pictured like long bangs. Excuse me. Got Batman on the brain. Long bang DiCaprio coming down like Titanic style. He's
Mhm.
loose. It's slick back. He's talking about magic tricks. He's shoving pencils up people.
When was he almost Joker? Was it for The Dark Knight?
Oh,
No.
great question, Brody. I'm sorry. I meant to read a little blurb. Um, so, oops, wrong tab here. So Leo, ah, sorry. Uh, from the time he began work on the Joker script, Todd Phillips never had anyone but Joaquin Phoenix in mind for
Oh,
the lead. But they were keen. The studio really wanted DiCaprio,
Mm-hmm.
but
interesting.
didn't work out.
All right.
But now it did.
But now it did. So he gets his chance. All right. What's a Batman movie franchise without a Catwoman? So we've got only four Catwomen because the Joker. There was no Catwoman in the Joker films and no Catwoman in the Snyderverse. So, but we do thankfully have Halle Berry from her own Cat universe to fill in some of the gaps. You can go to the slideshow here. So we got Halle Berry, aforementioned. We've got Michelle Pfeiffer from Batman Returns. We got Zoe Kravitz from The Batman, the most recent. And of course, we got Anne Hathaway from The Dark Knight Rises, the underused Anne Hathaway Catwoman. from The Dark Knight Rises. So 4 options, gentlemen. Pick
I
your
get to go
cat.
first, right?
You sure do.
And I'm going with my favorite Catwoman, and that is Anne Hathaway's. Oh
Mhm.
man, she was so good. I loved her Catwoman. I loved the way she would switch between these different personas, and she'd be confident and kicking people, and then she'd be screaming to cover up. Oh, she was
That was
so
pretty
good.
fun.
She was so good. I'm so happy to get her.
All right. Well, for now, Dylan.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm gonna go with my favorite, and that's Michelle Pfeiffer. I want to see
Ah,
her play opposite Christian Bale in the Batman v Superman costume, driving around the I can't remember what. Oh, in the '89 Batmobile. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer.
all right. Well, I'm gonna go. This is actually a pretty easy choice for me. Uh, Zoe Kravitz, I think, is just a fantastic actress.
Yes.
Pretty much everything I've seen her in, I've walked away going, "Damn, she's good." Hey, she's got a big enough personality that I feel like she can line up with my leads. What an eclectic
Bill
cast I
Murray.
have. What an eclectic
It's
cast.
very
I'm
true.
glad it's a young Bill Murray.
Spin the wheel. And let's see what happens to my
Oh
Catwoman
golly.
casting because I got a feeling it's gonna land on old Charlie again.
it's
Hasn't
it's
landed
not
on me
been
for
your night,
too
Charlie.
long.
Oh no. Oh.
Here it
Shoot.
comes.
No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no,
No,
no.
you spoke how much you wanted Hathaway into the universe, bro, and the universe took her away.
Oh
Luckily for you,
no,
I'm not
don't take
sticking
her
you with.
away. Don't take her away, please. Please.
Studio interference has no feelings.
Oh, Brody, spin it one more time. This is your exercise. One more time, Brody. Let fate decide one more time.
Come on,
But
fate.
if it lands on you, I'm taking away another one of your actors.
It's all right. No, I'll do it. I'll take it. That's
Come
It's
not
not
on,
fair.
bad.
give
That's
it to
not
me.
fair to Two Dong. That's not fair to Two
All right. It's not a bad list of actresses. Once again, we find ourselves staring down the barrel of actresses who almost played Catwoman. Now
Oh.
you cannot blame anyone for your choice but yourself. You are responsible for your own number because unlike me, I'm forced into numbers by you guys because I can see the numbers. But trust me, there are some that you will like more than others. You have 12 choices on the board. Top 12
Dong.
choices. Pick the right one, but I am sending you signals who not to pick. Please do not pick. There's only one on here I think that would make you really mad. Please don't pick it.
I really like Anne Hathaway's Catwoman.
You had the option, bro. You could have done the horrible thing and handed over to me.
I know, but you love Pfeiffer's Catwoman. I
I
can't do
really
that
do.
to you.
I
I
really
can't do
do.
that to you. I would feel bad for the rest of the episode.
Really?
Okay, Charlie, send me a good number. Send me a good number. I'm gonna
I'm
go.
sent. No, don't. I'm sending you the bad number. Don't pick the
Oh,
one that I'm
oh.
sending you.
Don't. Okay. Don't. Okay. I think. I'm gonna go 3, 5,
Bro, even I
5.
know that's the one not to do.
No,
Even
no.
I
I
knew
picked
that was the
5. I
one
picked
not to
5.
do.
I picked 3 because it's my wife's favorite number. I picked 5 because that's one of my numbers. 5. I picked 5, Charlie.
No, you got 3.
No. Come on, man. Come on.
Why do you
It's the
do
only
this?
one I didn't want you to pick. But I was sending you 3. I was telling you 3. Don't pick 3. I was
Why'd you
even
put it at
gesturing with
3
3
then?
fingers. I guess subliminally implanting in your brain to choose the number 3.
I was gonna say 5, and then I said, you know what? Amy's favorite number is 3, so I'm gonna go
Why
with
would
my
you do
wife's
that,
favorite
bro?
number.
Why would you do that?
When you hear the name, just remember that it's not the version of her that we know today. But there was a time, but in Dick Tracy and other things where she played the femme
No,
fatale,
Madonna.
no, Charlie,
global
no.
icon. All right, you want 5? Number 5 is Keira Knightley. Would you prefer Keira Knightley or Madonna?
Keira Knightley, a million times
Oh.
Keira Knightley.
Oh.
I don't recall getting a second option when Bill Murray popped up for me, but Brody, I've hurt your heart too many times tonight. You can have Keira Knightley as your Catwoman.
over Madonna Tudong.
Yes,
You
over
would take
Madonna,
Madonna
bro.
over Keira Knightley?
Dick Tracy Madonna? Yeah, absolutely. She was all doing that voice, and she was like, "Man, I'm gonna back to normal like this."
Yeah.
That was such a weird movie.
That was a
If you guys are
really
watching this, you
weird.
haven't seen Dick Tracy, treat yourself. But
Oh
maybe
yeah.
be inebriated or high and watch it.
Oh, it is so fun. Oh, Al Pacino
It
is
is
so fun in that movie.
a wild ride. Al Pacino was offered the role of Two-Face, but that went to Tommy Lee Jones, but he turned it down. Learned a lot about almost Batman casting preparing this one. All right, picking your Commissioner Gordon. Again, we only get 4. So we got some photos here. We got Gary Oldman, obviously from the the Nolan trilogy. We got J.K. Simmons from the Snyderverse. Jeffrey Wright from the Batman, and of course the original trilogy or quad box. I guess not trilogy. The original 4 movies. Pat Hingle. Household name Pat Hingle.
Household.
Oh man.
I have lost track. Who's going first? It's back to me, right?
Tudong. Tudong.
Yeah.
No, Tudong
No,
goes.
Tudong.
Because I picked Hathaway.
Yeah.
Christian Bale. I don't want to have everybody from the Nolan verse, so I can't go Gary Oldman. He's fantastic. Jeffrey Wright is also really fantastic, but J.K. Rollins, J. Simmons. Wow. You know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna go J.K. Simmons. Yes, I think he's a fantastic actor. I think Jeffrey Wright is a phenomenal actor, but I'm gonna go J.K. Simmons. Yeah, because he's
J.K.
just
That
Simmons
was going to be my pick.
Terrific.
unbelievable, bro. Ah, I thought there's no way they're gonna pick from the Snyderverse because that's how bad it is.
No, he's a terrific actor.
In like the 1 minute that he was in that movie, I thought he was great.
I will say my first choice was gonna be Jeffrey Wright because I think he is an unbelievably great actor.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright is fantastic too. Actually, all these guys. I mean, I don't know much about Pat Hingle's career outside of
anything about Pat Hingle.
stumbling into these movies, but everyone else, you cannot go wrong. So who am I having line up opposite Michael Keaton and Bill Murray? A father figure, perhaps? Someone who is younger, who can reason with? Do I want more of a... You know what? I'm gonna go Oldman.
Okay.
Great. He's a great actor.
I think Oldman and Wright are both tremendous actors, but I've seen Oldman be weirder in things.
Yeah.
And I just want to give myself that out if things continue to go bad.
All right. This is an easy one for me. I'm going Jeffrey Wright, man.
Yeah. He's great.
He's great. Jeffrey Wright's great.
That's the right choice.
We have studio interference on this one, Charlie?
No studio interference on this.
Studio doesn't care. They'll give you these.
But the studio does want another villain in the movie. It's not enough just to have a Joker and a Catwoman. Come on, what are we making? An origin story about Bat's parents? I purposely didn't put parents even as an option here because I didn't even want the studio to interfere to put another Martha Wayne into our existent. As many actresses have played Martha Wayne in these movies as there have been Catwomen, but we will not be doing that. We will be going in a different direction here. We will be picking a secondary villain. We got Two-Face, we got the Riddler, the Penguin, Bane, and Scarecrow. And you may ask, how did you come up with this particular subset of villains? And these are the villains that have appeared in multiple Batman movies.
Yeah. I know who you're going to pick, Brode.
I get to go first, right?
The first. No, this is me. The first Bane was terrible.
No, you went first last time.
You went first last time. You picked J.K. Simmons.
Yeah. That's right.
I would have picked him if I had the chance.
Yeah, the first Bane was...
That's true.
I know Brody wants the Riddler, and I don't want to take the Riddler from Brody. Although he may not want the Riddler, depending on how the studio interference breaks.
I don't think there's a bad choice in this.
There is not a bad choice here.
That's true. That is true.
All these are great picks. I would not be upset about it.
Okay,
well, the studio comes in and is like, you need... I don't know.
I think I'm going to go the Riddler because I think it opens up an opportunity for more of like a like a different kind of storytelling. I mean, obviously we've seen
Hmm.
2 cinematic versions of the Riddler, very, very different portrayals of the Riddler. But I think there's a third portrayal that I don't think it hasn't been perfect yet. Hasn't been
Yeah.
perfect yet. And I think with the cast, the all-star cast I've assembled, we got this covered.
This right here, from this shot right here, is the perfect Riddler. This is the best Riddler portrayal there is out of
Yeah, but he's
any of
saying
them.
he hasn't seen the right live action, is what I think Charlie is
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Well, yes, and I'm just pointing out that the one from the Batman the Animated Series is the best.
Yeah. Agreed. All right, Brody,
Okay.
who you want?
Okay, so I've got all that. I've got a Phoenix, Joker, Keira Knightley. You know what? I'm gonna go Scarecrow.
Hmm.
I think I would like to see kind of a new take on Scarecrow. I liked the Nolan ones, but it could have been a bit more faithful to the comics, and I'd be really interested in seeing it. And I don't know, maybe Schumacher could do something interesting with him.
All right, Dylan, who you got?
I'm going to go Two-Face. He, besides the Joker, is my favorite villain, and not a lot of people have gone into his complete like split personality very much. Even before he became Two-Face, he was having some severe mental problems, and I'm looking forward to what Todd Phillips will do with that.
Now, when I was thinking of this category, I had a lot of different ideas for how I'd want the studio to interfere, but all of them seemed to really derail what we were
Everything.
doing. And so I decided I didn't want to do that. And so instead of there actually being studio interference, we are going to use the number system once again to. So
To what?
we will be. You can pick from either the almost Batman or the almost Jokers, and you will get one of those actors to be your villain.
Ooh.
Oh,
Fate will
nice.
decide. So you pick your list, and then you pick your number. Uh, Brody, who you want? Which list you want? You want the almost Batman or the almost Jokers?
I think I want the almost Jokers for Scarecrow.
Okay. Just a reminder, number 1 is gone, so number 2 through 12.
Number 3. Come on, Charlie. Doggone it. Why are you putting all the
Why do you keep going to
It's
three,
the order
bro?
of the list. You could have had such a good movie if you had kept Madonna, because now your Scarecrow is a young David Bowie. And what a
Yes.
Actually,
soundtrack your movie could have had.
I'm
a
not totally
soundtrack.
against that.
That's fantastic, bro.
He would be great. He was David Bowie, may rest in peace. Truly amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not angry about that.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
that's
good.
great.
As
I'm angry that you didn't
Scarecrow,
keep
I think
Madonna.
that's actually pretty good. I mean,
So back in
I
the early
highly
80s,
agree.
James Bond and Superman writer Tom Mankiewicz was asked to write a Batman origin
Hey.
story that materialized as the Batman. Had the film been made, it would have starred Bill Murray, my guy, and also would have starred Michael J. Fox as Robin and David Bowie as the Joker. That would have been an odd movie.
yeah, I would have.
All right. Okay, well, you got Bowie. Not too bad.
No,
So,
I don't think that's bad at all.
Dylan, you're same choice. You're almost Batman or you're almost Jokers.
I think I'm going to go almost Joker, and I am going to go
What?
number 10. 10.
Number 10. All right. A younger John Lithgow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, younger John Lithgow. Wow, he's already nuts. Yeah, he could do it. He would be having
I'm
arguments with himself.
surprised that you went with the Joker list, Tudong.
No way. If Bill Murray was on the Batman list, bro.
Can you do me a favor? At one point in your movie, can you have Two-Face say "Pop Quiz Hot Shot"?
Yeah. Wait a minute. But that's not Dennis Hopper, but I will.
Oh, that's Dennis Hopper. Ah, shoot. Well, fine. Then
he'll still say it.
some-
He'll pop quiz. Hot
Doesn't matter. He
shots.
can
I
still
don't know why.
He could still.
I have a weird Bill Pullman, Bill Paxton thing with John Lithgow and Dennis Hopper, and I don't know that it makes any sense.
Why?
And I'm probably the only one in the world who ever confuses them. And I I have to like it's almost like saying like having a word that gets you into a certain accent where I have to say third rock from the sun, third rock from the sun. I'm like, okay, that's John Lithgow, no problem. But if I don't do that first, I don't center myself. But so Tim Burton, he was on Tim Burton's short list
Oh yeah,
for the Joker.
absolutely.
Huh.
That's a good. See, that's good. Who was number 10? Wait, what do we have to pick for you?
So yeah, you do have to pick for me. You know what? I've been torturing you guys all night. I will even let you pick if you want to give me a Joker or almost Joker and almost Batman.
Batman. Let's go Batman, bro.
Let's go Batman. Yeah.
Okay, we have 1 through 11, no 2. So no 2, no 12.
Let's go 10. Let's see what 10 would have been.
Sure.
Unless you have a better number.
Yeah, no, I think that's good.
3.
It's a great list, except for 12 and except for 10. You guys, and I can just lie. You can't see the list. I don't know why. I don't just like switch. But no, my Riddler will be played by William Baldwin.
Oh no, no. Oh no.
Billy Baldwin.
Man.
See, this is why you don't choose the Batman list, bro. Right there is why you don't ever.
Everybody else is great. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong on any other part of the list except for William Baldwin. I think I just called him Baldwin. Whatever, Baldwin. I'm stammering because I just don't have any hope left that this movie is gonna work. And Pierce Brosnan was on the list. You couldn't give me old Pierce.
Oh.
What number was he? Why didn't you send me the number? I got
Pierce
number
Brosnan,
3.
number 7, man. Number 7. Lucky number 7. 007 himself. Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, that's a good point. Bro, what were you thinking?
Well, anyway, all right. Well, my movie is officially sunk, but just for those who might be curious, Warner Brothers was tasked with recasting the role of Bruce Wayne after Michael Keaton decided not to star in the third Batman movie. And it did offer the part to William Baldwin, who turned it down because I think at the time he thought, I'm going to have a better career than this. And I don't think it worked out for old Billy Balds.
He was coming off of The Shadow, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That was Alec Baldwin, bro.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
other
backdraft and things. I mean, he was okay. He's an okayish actor.
He wouldn't be a bad Riddler.
I mean, oh, come on, no. All right. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's go. hit the wrap up music. All right, pick your love interest. So our love interests here are going to be just the various, because of all the consistent things that we have had in the Batman movies, nothing has been more consistent than changing the love interest movie by movie. So you can put up some pictures because people probably have forgotten what some of these people look like. But we got Vicky Vale from Batman '89. We got Dr. Chase Meridian from Forever. We got Julie Madison up there in the corner from Batman and Robin. We got Rachel Dawes and also Rachel Dawes. Pick your Dawes, whichever Dawes you want.
Terrible
or
Dawes.
If you're feeling it, you can just have Catwoman be your love interest, and that can be your story. So
I get to go first, right?
You get to go first.
Catwoman. Give me Catwoman. Heck yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, Keira Knightley and Christian Bale having a little tryst.
Yeah.
Love. All right, Dylan, who you picking?
Like Rachel Dawes. I can't stand Dr. Chase Meridian and Vicky Vale scream. So I'll go Julie, whatever her name is.
All right.
Julie Madison.
Portrayed by model Elle Macpherson.
Henry Cavill and Elle Macpherson. It works. It works.
I got, you know what? God, my movie's a terrible mess. There's nothing. All right, you know what?
Chase Meridian.
I'm gonna go. All right, hear me out here. I'm gonna go Vicky Vale because I need some good press. And Kim Basinger and Alec Baldwin were an item back at the time that this movie is getting made, and now she's gonna be in a movie with his brother instead. And guess what? Rumors will be flying that love sparks are on the set between Basinger and Baldwin. B to B. But let's get some studio interference. Let's change someone's life here.
Not me. Anybody but me.
I'm okay with it.
Yes.
Is that me? Oh.
Yep, it's Charlie.
All right. Pick a number, 1 through 12, not 3. or 5, apparently.
1 through 12, not 3 or 5.
It's up to you this time, bro. I chose last time, and I chose poorly.
Vicky Vale. Let's go 9.
9? Brody, you have picked 3 numbers, and every time there's only one singer on every list of 12. So Lady Gaga will be my Vicky Vale.
Wow, she's going from Harley Quinn to Vicky Vale.
You are the singer whisperer. Other actresses appearing on the almost Catwoman list: Annette Bening, Susan Sarandon, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Jessica Biel, Blake Lively, Olivia Wilde, Carla Gugino, Zazie Beetz, and Ana de Armas. Other actors on the almost Batman list include John Hamm, Kurt Russell, Willem Dafoe, Ethan Hawke, Jake Gyllenhaal, Pierce Brosnan, Cillian Murphy, Josh Brolin, and Mel Gibson. Thank you very much for Bill Murray and William Baldwin from that list.
I was going to say, that is a good list.
Almost Jokers include Tim Curry, Robin Williams, Adrian Brody, Paul Bettany, Sean Penn, who was offered the role and was the first choice and declined it, giving us Heath Ledger as the Joker because he didn't want to do the role that his good friend Jack Nicholson had done. Brad Dourif, who you might recognize as the voice of Chucky, Ryan Gosling, James Woods, and Ray Liotta, who turned it down and then regretted it later.
I thought they offered Batman to Ray Liotta. They offered him Joker too.
They offered him Joker, according to the interview that I scoured. But we can talk about more almost casting. Maybe that'd be a fun whole episode. Just talk about almost casting. All right. Well, the last category is the one that's really going to change everything. Now, I put spin the wheel of fate here, but we're not really spinning the wheel of fate. What we're doing here is picking a number 1 through 9. Now, there are 9 Batman movies. We're picking a plot of a Batman movie. Now, you may think chronological order, but that is not how it was done. It has been randomized. So you can pick any, and there's no singers here, Brody. You literally cannot pick a vocalist, no matter how bad you want it. Oh, picker of singers. The odds of you hitting 3, there's only 3 singers. 30 choices. You picked all, anyway, all right. Dylan, what number do you want 1 through 9?
2.
Okay. Brody, what number do you want? I'll reveal it all at the end.
3.
Okay. Oh,
unbelievable, bro. You really haven't learned, huh? I hope that's Batman and Robin now. I hope it's Batman just because you have not learned.
All right, you guys, I need a number. It can't be 2 or 3, 1 through 9.
Should we give him
lucky
1?
number 7, bro?
Oh, lucky number 7? Or number 1? Let's give him 7. I should have picked 7. Whatever.
Yeah, you shouldn't have picked 3.
Right.
You should never pick 3.
Dylan, your plot line that your movie needs to try to follow as best it can with the cast that you've assembled is Batman Forever.
Interesting. I don't even have the Riddler.
Batman movie.
Dylan, I'm sorry. Brody, you get the Dark Knight.
Unbelievable.
So congratulations. Hope your heart feels a little bit better. Joel Schumacher doing the Dark Knight. What could go wrong? And you guys have for me picked lucky number 7, Batman 89. So I am right in the wheelhouse there.
Yeah, there we go.
What was the other? You were debating number 1 would have been Batman versus Superman. That would have been really hard to do.
Oh my goodness!
Without a Superman in my movie, so I'm thankful at least that you guys didn't pick that. All right, so let's recap.
You're welcome, because I'm the one who said 7.
I appreciate you. Let's try to so now through the lens of your movie, Batman Forever, try to think about how all the pieces that you've assembled work together, Dylan, and give us a rundown. This isn't Schumacher's Batman Forever. Can you imagine Schumacher directing a Batman movie? It'd be a disaster. You get Todd Phillips directing Batman Forever. Think of the plot, and let's hear your movie. Who's your Batman? Talk us through it.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Since it's Todd Phillips, he's going to focus a whole lot on this district attorney, Harvey Dent, who has some. He keeps an even keel mostly in the day, but he's starting to kind of unravel. He's unraveling, and Batman is around, and they're working together. Who did I have? I had Christian Bale. Yeah, that's right. We're in his Batman v Superman suit. Yes. driving Batman 89. So maybe the Joker's in this, apparently. Yeah. And Henry Cavill plays. All right, so he's trying to. Okay, all right. So, District Attorney Harvey Dent is kind of losing his mind. He starts a very very strong friendship, not just with Batman, but also with Bruce Wayne. How do I make it into a? Yeah, because Two Face is also in it.
This is
The
tough.
Joker's now in it. Yeah. So, all right. Well, Joker is running loose. That's what he's doing. Who's my Joker again?
Your Joker is Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, right? Okay, no, that's perfect. All right, that's perfect because he's running amok, and Harvey is kind of going both ways. He's kind of seeing what the Joker's doing, but he's also completely against it. And he's good friends with Batman. They catch the Joker. He throws acid onto his face, and even though he's lost his mind, he turns into Two Face, much like the Riddler was, doing all of these things. He turns into the Riddler, only he killed somebody instead of getting acid thrown in his face. But yeah, I could see Jack Nicholson's Joker throwing that right on there. Wait, who's the love interest? All right,
Julie Madison.
Julie Madison. I
Played
don't know
by
how to
young
go
Ellen
so
McPherson.
big. Young McPherson. So I guess she's also trying to help Henry Cavill with his PTSD of watching his family get killed, and somehow or another, she has some kind of a degree in psychology or something. It's okay. She knows what she's doing. She's being very nurturing, and it's good. And she's trying to get him back on his feet. She doesn't know he's Batman quite yet, but obviously she figures it out because that's what happens in that, even in Batman Forever. So yeah, so they basically Joker and Two Face they team up against Batman. Wait, I didn't pick a Robin. Nobody picked a Robin. He doesn't have a Robin, but it's okay because he's Christian Bale
You can pick
Batman.
whoever you want. You can pick whoever you want. You have free reign to pick your Robin.
So Michael J. Fox is apparently
Done.
That's the first thing Two Face does. No, the Joker does because Two Face hasn't been turned just yet, and Michael J. Fox. Jeez, poor Christian Bale. With this guy, he's like, "What are you doing, kid? I have no use for you. I've got to train you completely. You're sidelined for the rest of this movie." What was I thinking trying to introduce Robin? Poor Christian Bale would never even go for that. He's like, I don't know why I'm even. You're 25 years old. Even in Batman Forever, he was like 25 years old. And he's like, yeah, I'm adopting you for some reason. Anyways, Christian Bale, when he's not Henry Cavill, goes in, takes them both out. He doesn't need any help. That's what Todd Phillips would say.
I love it. That is a very clear and decisive plot summary if ever I've heard one.
Very clear.
On the nose, perfectly thought through. Brody, would you like to go second or last?
I will go last.
Okay. My movie is a
Trying
mess.
to help you out a little bit here by formatting a little bit.
My movie is a mess, and I have the 1989 plot line here to follow, which is good because I have the 1989 Batman director, Tim Burton. But I need you, Tim, to be a little weirder. Okay? I want
Batman
things
and
to be a little
Batman,
darker. Now I don't want it
like
to be
Batman
like
Returns.
more like Batman Returns, not like Batman and Robin. We're not. It's not the kind of weird we're talking here. Look, I got my Michael Keaton Bruce Wayne, so we're gonna spend a lot of time outside of the suit. We're gonna really focus our attention and energy, and when he's in the suit, we're not having a lot of dialogue. It's gonna be, every now and then he's gonna do the punch, the iconic back punch there, like knock the guy out, and he's gonna just stand there and look and pose. Every now and then, maybe he's like, and I just took out that bad guy with my fist pump. Yeah, but Bill Murray's he's a good actor. He could be intimidating when he wants. He could play. He could gravel with the best of them. I'm sure he could give me that nice, deep Will Arnett-ish gravelly voice.
I love
because
seeing
we've never heard him do it doesn't mean he
Batman
can't
playing
do it.
golf. He's got to play golf once at least.
He's got to play golf at least once. He's gonna build ice sculptures. It's gonna Groundhog Day. He's got a lot of skills. Does he have a suit with nipples? Yes, of course. Because he's an erotic Batman. So look, the 90s produced a lot of erotic thrillers, Basic Instinct and the like.
Sure.
And that's just not as common anymore these days. So what I want Tim to do is give me a really weird erotic thriller Batman.
Yeah.
We're going to lean into the sexiness of William Baldwin as the Riddler, who was not in Batman 89, but he's going to be in this version of it. dropping clues throughout the city about the Joker's origins because he knows who the Joker is, but the Batman doesn't know. And not only are the clues attracting the attention of Batman, the detective, but also young upstart reporter Vicky Vale, portrayed
Yeah.
by the person who I forgot. Oh, Lady Gaga, who will also be performing several songs from the soundtrack for Batman '89. So that will be delightful. And you know what? I bet you know what? She's an amazing musician. I bet she can act. I didn't see the movie that she was in with Bradley Cooper, but I bet she's good. I believe in my heart that Tim Burton can get the best out of any actress because Helena Bonham Carter is great, and so why wouldn't anyone else who work with Tim not be great, especially a young Tim. Now, Andy Serkis is really gonna he's really gonna be the heartbeat of this erotic film. He's gonna have a sexy beard. He's gonna be a sexy Alfred. You want your Alfred
Nice.
sometimes to be wise, sometimes to be a father figure. I want a couple. He's gonna work on the body. He's gonna have the six pack going. I want him wearing
Yes.
overalls, no shirt, just the six pack
Gosh.
under there. He's been
Perfect.
working hard. He's dripping sweat. Sweat's coming out the
Yes.
beard.
Oh man.
Catwoman's breaking in. It's Zoe Kravitz. There's a little bit of a love triangle here. We got Zoe involved with Keaton, but also we got Vicky Vale. He's a little bit infatuated with Kim Basinger, but also infatuated with Vicky Vale is the Riddler, which is why he's leaving the clues for the reporter to
Yes.
find to help her career. And what a scandal because of the aforementioned brother Alec, who's has the on again off again relationship with real life Kim Basinger. Leonardo DiCaprio though is going to be the scenery chewing Leo that he always wanted to be. He's always thought of superhero movies being a little bit beneath him, but that's just secretly because he was feeling so bad about not being able to play
Yes.
1989's Jack Nicholson's Joker and being able to slick back his hair like Jack and being able to raise his eyebrows a little bit like Jack
Yes.
and do his best Jack Nicholson impression when he's falling in a vat of acid and his face is dyed white and he sounds a little bit more
Beautiful.
like Christian Slater than Jack Nicholson for some reason,
Yes.
and that's what he's doing because that's the kind of man he is. Yeah. And then for some reason, Bill Murray drives the tumbler because why the heck not in 1989 if you're wearing a nipple Batman suit and a love sexy thriller with a shirtless
Yeah.
Alfred, you want to drive the tumbler. You are set. This is going to be a movie that you absolutely have to see to believe it exists.
Yeah.
Oh, and also Gary Oldman's in it. Commissioner Gordon.
I forgot Alfred and Gordon in mine. So yeah, there you go.
All right, bro.
Okay. Well, mine, because I have to follow the plot of The Dark Knight, is going to be really more crime thriller than anything, and it's going to be darker. I'm ignoring the fact that Schumacher ever did any Batman movies, and I'm thinking back to things
Smart.
like Falling Down, where it's
Nice.
really just about a guy kind of losing it,
Yeah.
and going around and just yeah, with a shotgun, you know. And so we have maybe that will be Phoenix's Joker. Is going to be just
Ooh,
kind of going around and just kind of causing chaos throughout Gotham, right?
nice.
We've got Keira Knightley who's there, and
He is there.
we've got Pattinson, and Pattinson
Yeah.
and Keira Knightley have to interact because they are love interests. Maybe this is because this is going to be a sequel, so maybe they interacted in the first one or something. So maybe now we're kind of continuing on with the threads that were kind of dropped from the first movie. We do have Pattinson in that awesome Batman suit. We have him in his
Yeah.
awesome Batmobile. We have Jeremy Irons kind of there being grumpy Alfred, just
Nice.
Grumpy Alfred.
drinking,
Great.
right? Just drinking his
He's a
scotch,
drunk Alfred.
telling Pattinson what to do, you know, and
Nice.
training him up. When Pattinson isn't being Batman, he's being Christian Bale and just being out on the town. And Bale is just he's wearing the suits, he's with the models, he's going around
Yeah.
just buying things. You know, hey, I bought this hotel, I bought this restaurant. That's all. We've
Nice.
got Gordon. So we've got Jeffrey Wright as Gordon, and he's having to work with Pattinson, with the Batman side, and maybe we've got some Pattinson having to work with Jeffrey Wright, and maybe Bale as the Bruce having to do stuff, trying to save Gotham from uh, Joker, who's just kind of going around and shooting people.
Nice.
We also have Scarecrow. David Bowie is just going
Yeah.
around, man, and just like
Yeah.
you think that
Scaring
Phoenix
people.
is kind of this one force. David Bowie's Scarecrow is kind of this other force who's just causing its own havoc. Oh, maybe we've got Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne kind of having to go after Scarecrow, and so he's having to do stuff on like the civilian side and trying to pull
Mm.
resources
Mm.
and work with the police and stuff like that, because maybe Scarecrow's coming after Bruce, and then the Batman side is going after Joker. And so you've got these two parts of Batman that are having to go after these villains in different ways.
Nice.
And meanwhile, you've got Catwoman with the love interest. And
Mm.
yeah, Joel Schumacher makes a good Batman movie.
Yeah.
There you go.
And hey, anything can happen on Earth 3 or whatever Earth we're
Sure.
on right now.
It's true. It's true.
Even a good Schumacher movie. I'm curious as to what the sequel to the movie that I just made could possibly be to bridge the gap between my movie and Dylan's movie, which is the spiritual third in this movie set. So, but I guess Batman Forever was a pretty far departure from Batman Returns anyway.
It's
So I'm not
very
sure
true.
it could be a weirder jump.
True.
That is very true. That was a big jump.
Yeah.
The worst jump.
I
And
like
Anne
the
Hathaway
Scarecrow going
shows
after
up in your movie.
Bruce. And Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway can be in the suit and then Keira Knightley out of the suit. Just for you,
Sure.
Fred.
Sure. I'd loved Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. I thought she was so good.
Well, boys, was
All right.
that okay? We have some fun.
Nice. That was
No,
cool.
that actually, mine actually came together a lot better than I thought it was going to. As I was
And mine
building this,
fell
I was
apart
like,
much worse.
what am I doing with this? And then Charlie tells us to make up a plot, and I'm like, oh crap.
You got the Dark Knight plot. That was perfect because you chose the Scarecrow. You chose wisely.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was good.
right.
I think we all watched Batman '89 and thought, you know what's really missing is like a Riddler character to really kind of seal this. We don't have enough scenery being
Oh.
chewed. At least William
Oh,
Baldwin's
this-
kind of an understated Riddler. Like Robin Williams is the Riddler with the Leo Joker would have been
Wow.
too much.
Yeah.
No, this was fun. This was fun.
Yeah.
Well, let us know your maybe this is a weird request, but let us know your favorite Batman movie of the 9 Batman movies we mentioned. What would your perfect Batman? If you want to build your own Batman movie, let us know in the comments. Or if you just want to tell us your favorite, let us know that too. Who's the best Batman? Who's the best Bruce Wayne? Do you
Yeah.
hate Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne as much as Brody does?
I don't
Oh,
hate it. I don't.
Do you
no.
love Anne Hathaway's Catwoman as much as Brody does? Or are you more of a
Oh,
Halle
no.
Berry guy like Dylan? Let us know in the comments below, and we will see you next time. Remember, you are built perfectly, much better than our drafts. Don't let the studio interfere with your life. Hit that
Ooh,
like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
There it is. Bye.